Welcome to Nature to Nurture, simply caring for our children, where we explore the simple joys and practices of nurturing children in today's world. I'm Tiffany, your host and guide on this journey of discovery and growth. In each episode, we delve into topics that matter most to parents, caregivers, and anyone passionate about providing loving, meaningful care to little ones. From embracing traditional practices to harnessing the power of nature in child development, we cover it all with a focus on simplicity and heart. So whether you're a seasoned parent looking for fresh insights or a new caregiver eager to learn, join us as we dive into the world of nurturing care practices and celebrate the beauty of childhood. Let's embark on this journey together, because every moment spent nurturing a child is a moment of beautiful connection and growth. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nature to Nurture podcast. I'm Tiffany, and I am so excited to have you join me for today's episode, because we are diving deep into a topic that can truly transform your life. We're talking about visualizing your future and living with intention. So whether you feel like you're stuck on autopilot or you're ready to finish this year with a bang, this episode will help you align your actions with your deepest values and set some powerful intentions for the future. For me, it's very important that I'm connecting these intentions, these values, with my family. I'm also excited to invite you to join our last 90 days challenge. We kicked this off on October 1st, but it is still open for anyone who wants to finish the year strong. I will keep the enrollment open. I'd love to have you guys come and jump in there. This challenge is completely free, and it is designed to help you set goals, align your habits, and create the version of yourself that you've been longing for. One of the things that we provide in this challenge is a workbook each week to really take clear actions to getting there. So if you're ready to get clear on your values, visualize your future, and take real steps toward living with purpose, then you are going to love this episode. Let's get started. I want to share a personal story with you. Back in 2022, I was feeling completely overwhelmed. I'm talking about that kind of tired where you don't even know what's exhausting you. You're just constantly running. I had been juggling so many responsibilities, family, work, grief, loss, everything in between. But I wasn't sure if I was truly aligned with what mattered most to me. I felt like I was doing all of the things, but none of it really was feeling meaningful. Does that resonate with you? Have you ever felt like you're doing all the right things, checking all the boxes, but you're still feeling left drained, empty? In that moment of overwhelm, I realized something. I wasn't clear on my values. I hadn't really taken the time to figure out what mattered most to me and how I'm going to actually make sure that I'm living that out. What would make me feel fulfilled and energized? What are those values? And how do I do it? How do I actually put it into practice? So I did something that I honestly hadn't done in a long time. I sat down, got quiet, and I reflected on my core values. What are the things that truly matter to me? What kind of life do I really want to live? What kind of life do I really want my family to live? And this was the beginning of a shift. As soon as I got clear on my values, I was able to set intentions and make some decisions that aligned with those values. And suddenly, life didn't feel so chaotic anymore. I'm not saying that it wasn't any less busy. That would be a partial lie, because my life was still extremely busy. But I felt more in control, more energized, and more connected to the person that I wanted to be, to my authentic self. Let's start this with the foundation, your values. Values are the things that matter most to you in life. They guide all of your decisions, they shape your priorities, and they define how you want to show up in the world. So how do you figure out what your core values are? Here is a simple step-by-step process. 4 quick steps. You'll need to find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for about 15 to 20 minutes with a journal or a piece of scrap paper. And I want you to reflect, number 2, on what truly makes you feel fulfilled. You're going to ask yourself, when was the last time that I felt joy? That I really felt alive and energized? What was I doing? Who was I with? I want you to look for patterns as you reflect. You might notice some themes or some patterns emerging. Maybe you felt most fulfilled when you were spending time with your family, or learning something new, or crafting. Those are clues to your values. For me, outdoors. I love and find joy when I'm outdoors. The 4th step is to create a values list. I want you to look over what you've written down and to choose 3 to 5 words that represent your core values. For example, you might write down things like time with your family, personal development, health, art, nature. These are the values that will guide your decisions and intentions moving forward. Once you have your values, you can really start to align your actions with your values. And this is the foundation for living with intention. Now that we've laid the groundwork with your values, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools for aligning your life with those values: visualization. Visualization isn't just about daydreaming, it's about really creating a mental image of the future you that you want to live, and using that image to guide your actions today and tomorrow. This practice is backed by research. One of the prominent researchers on this topic is Mark Gervais, who has worked with some of the world's top athletes and performers. And he found that when people visualize their future selves and the lives that they want to lead, they're more likely to achieve their goals because they can see the specific skills, habits, and routines that they actually need to build. So let's do a quick exercise together. Wherever you are, close your eyes, unless you're driving, right? Come back later and do this exercise. I want you to imagine yourself 90 days from now. On the last day of December, you've gone through Christmas, you're wrapping up 2024. If you are in Colorado, you are probably cold and getting ready for a fun night with some fireworks if you're lucky. Visualize yourself as the best version of you. What does your life look like? What's your daily routine? How are you feeling? Are you more organized? Do you have more energy? Are you spending more intentional time with your family? Take a moment and really see this version of you. Picture your future self waking up in the morning. What is the first thing that she does? What habits and routines has she built that make her feel strong and centered, that fill up her cup so that she's ready to go out there and to water everyone else? Now here's the critical part. Ask yourself this. Are you ready? Do you have your notebook out? Are you taking notes? If you are, send me a picture because I'd love to see the answers to these questions. What skills, habits, or routines does this future version of me have that I don't currently have? What do I need to start doing today to become this person? Maybe your future self has a rock-solid morning routine. Or maybe she's great at setting boundaries with her time. These are both goals that I personally have had and that I'm still working on. I want you to take a minute to visualize these specifics. It's going to help you get clear on what you need to do right now in the present to get to that future version. One of the things that I'm focusing on is a morning face routine and an evening face routine. I am not good at using all the stuff. I don't want to use all the stuff. I have a very simple routine, and I'm actually going to share that with you a little bit later this week, so keep an eye out for that. But I have a really simple routine that I've created that I've been working on every morning and every evening. And I've printed it. It's sitting right up by my mirror, so I know what I need to do. And you might call that self-care, right? Meeting my needs. But I know if I do that, that one little routine is going to make me feel full so that I can go out and I can pour out to others. So take a second and really think about, what is the future you, the next level, going to be doing? Okay, all of this leads me to our last 90 days challenge. We started this challenge on October 1st, and it is all about using these final months, the last 90 days of this year, to live with purpose and intention. And even though we're in week 2, it's not too late to join. Week 1 was all about reflecting on your values, getting clear on your intentions, and getting a strong foundation. This week, we're building on these habits and routines that align with those values. So if you haven't joined yet, I'd love to have you come and join the community. You can head over to our Facebook group, or you can sign up at the website that's linked down below in the show notes. And remember, this is a free challenge. Come on, come and join. We've got a great group of women that are working through fall to enjoy every last minute and to move into 2025 ready to take on the next year. Not ready to start the resolution to take on the year, but ready to take on 2025. Together, we're going to finish this year strong, and we're going to create the life that we really want to live. As we are moving into real fall, as we're noticing the days are getting shorter, I am going to ask you to take these next 4 steps. We've talked about them: values, visualization, setting goals. I want to challenge you to take action this week. Reflect on your values. Spend some time identifying the 3 to 5 things that matter most to you. Talk about it with your husband. Talk about it with your kids. Talk about it with the other people that are in your life. You might be multi-generational like me as well. Talk to them about it. Visualize your future self. Get clear on what skills, habits, and routines that you need to start building that today. Set one SMART goal that aligns with your vision, your visualization, those actual things you need to do to get to that next level. Set one SMART goal for the next 90 days. And last but not least, join us. Join the last 90 days challenge. Connect with a community of women who are still working toward living with more intention. And share with me how this is going for you. I would love to hear about the goals and intentions you're setting. You can share them with me over on Instagram or in our Facebook group. Feel free to send me a private message. Let's support each other as we take steps toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. I really appreciate you taking the time to tune in to the end. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and give us a review in the podcast. It really helps more women to find the show and join our community. And until next time, stay rooted, keep nurturing what matters most, including yourself.